Okay, let's look at drawing cumulative frequency curve. Joanna measures the height of her plants in her greenhouse every week to check their growth. The height of 80 plants in 1 week are shown below. So the frequency table below summarizes the data that Joanna got from measuring 80 of her plants. So let's try to explain what this frequency stands for. When you pick a number from the frequency, say number 9, what it means is that 9 of the plants measured between 30 to 40. We can't entirely be sure of the exact measurement of each of the 9, but what we know is 9 of the plants measure between 30 and 40. Also, the 14 shows that 14 of her plants measure between 60 and 70. Okay. The word cumulative frequency simply means adding up the frequency one after the other. So when you are supposed to draw a cumulative frequency curve, you need to create one more column, and the heading should be cumulative frequency. And as the name suggests, you are going to add the frequency one after the other. So the first frequency you see is 3, you put it down, and you keep on adding the next one after the other. So you add 5 to 3, that will give you 8, then you add 5 to 8, and so on. So this is what you have after adding one after the other. And like I said, the total should give you exactly the number of plants that you have. Now let's also explain what the cumulative frequency stands for. Let's pick a number like 48. What it means that 48 of the plants measure from 0 to 60 because it's cumulative. So 48 here means 48 of the plants measure between 0 to 60 centimeters. 22 here means 22 plants measure between 0 and 40 in that order. Sometimes you may be given a table like this and they will ask you to find out how many plants measured less than 50 centimeters. How many plants measured less than 50 centimeters? You can get your answer from the frequency column or get your answer from the cumulative frequency column. I'm going to show you both ways. So how many plants measured less than 50 centimeters? From the frequency, you go to where you have 50. Remember, there are 2 of them. Don't use this one because this one goes up to 60. So we use this one instead, less than 50. And it's 11. Then you add from 11 all the way up. So adding all the way up is less than the number given. So less than 50, 11 plus 9 plus 5 plus 5 plus 3. That's how we get the answer. You can also get answers from this cumulative frequency column because less than 50 is exactly 33. Because 33 is between 0 and 50? Exactly 33. Now, they could ask you how many plants measured over 80. How many plants measured over 80? Using the frequency of over 80, we are here, is 6 plus 4. You add these 2 over. So when it's over, you pick the frequency, you add downwards. But do not use the cumulative frequency and add. That will be wrong. That will be wrong because you need to be very careful. Because the 76 is from 0 to 90. So if you want 80 or more than 80, it's 6 plus 4. So that's enough of interpreting the table.